Hey, starting out with Soul Food Cookbook. I want to do a quick recipe that's been popular for years on my soulfoodcookbook.com blog. It's a ham glaze. I've got a ham that I'm already warming up that I'm going to use the glaze on. So I'm going to show you the process of making that ham glaze and then do a taste test with it. So let me show you the ingredients. Okay, so for this ham glaze, you probably see my ham warming up in the New Wave oven. Got about 13 minutes to go on that, but the ingredients for the ham glaze are 3 cups of brown sugar that I've got here in this bowl, a teaspoon of honey. I'm going to use 12 ounces of 7-Up, so I'm just going to pour that out live and fresh. A cup and a half of Sprite. 7-Up. Everyone always gets those mixed up. 7-Up and Sprite. So there's 12 ounces of 7-Up. About to say Sprite again. I've got a teaspoon, actually half a teaspoon of pineapple juice. I just bought a 98-cent can of pineapple chunks and real pineapple juice and just took a half a teaspoon out. That's cheaper than buying those cans of pineapple juice that cost more when you're just using a little bit for a recipe. And you can give the pineapple chunks to your kids or eat them yourself. I also have a half a teaspoon of mustard. And although the ham comes with a ham glaze, it's got like a ton of high fructose corn syrup and whatnot. So I'm trying to do something that, even though it's got a good bit of sugar, has less high fructose corn syrup in it. So I'm just going to take the honey and get that knocked off in there best I can. Alright, I can get my Sprite of 7-Up poured in there. Maybe I should use Sprite. No, the recipe calls for 7-Up. Pineapple juice, a little bit of that, a little bit of mustard, give it some distinct flavor. Alright, just gonna mix that up well. You can tell once that 7-Up hit the brown sugar, it had a nice foamy reaction and it's all mixing up really well. So I'm just going to get it nicely mixed here. It's almost fully mixed. It mixes pretty well. It's like, even though you're only using a cup and a half of 7-Up to 3 cups of sugar, once they mix, that 7-Up has a reaction with this brown sugar, and it's like it all starts going and foaming. But you can see it's moving easy. There's a little bit of sugar at the bottom, but that's going to melt once I move things over to the pot here. So now that I've got this all mixed up, I'm going to shift the camera over to my stovetop so you can see what I've got over here. Alright, there I've got my pot on the stove. I'm just going to turn the heat up. And basically I want to get this mixture to a boil, like first boil, and then it'll be ready. So just pouring it all in. Alright, so I'm going to cover this, heat it. When I bring you back, this will already be nicely heated up and be getting ready to put it on the ham. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, so my ham glaze has reached its first boil already. I turned the heat off of it and I already made sure it was nice and stirred up well. So I'm going to start putting it on top of the ham that just finished warming up. Everything's coming together about the same time. I'm going to start by just doing a light brush coat, and I'll just pour on after that, just pour it all over the place on it. I just want to make sure that I nicely coat all parts of the ham. It's a spiral slice smoked ham. Smells great. About 8.5 pound ham. And for you who keep up with my Wave Oven Recipes channel, you saw how you'll see how I prepared this in the New Wave oven. But basically, if you have a regular oven, you know, just do it as you would in a regular oven as far as heating the ham up. For something like this, I'm doing it with the exact same amount of time as will be done in a regular oven anyway. So you don't need a New Wave oven for this, but some of you know I like the New Wave oven, kind of partial to it for some things. The ham glaze smells nice and mapley. Used nice dark brown sugar. I'm just going to pour some over top here. Just coat it with it. Drench it in glaze. And that brown sugar is really nice and melted now, so the glaze is just pouring right on there, no problems. Making sure I get that other side. Alright, I'm going to let that glaze set for about 5-10 minutes, maybe about 10 minutes since it's all just coming out the oven. And after it's had some time to set for about 10 minutes, I'm going to do a taste test. Alright, so it's time to do a little plate and taste of this ham with the ham glaze. So I'm going to take a slice off, or maybe a portion of a slice, because it's kind of big. It's a huge ham. It's only 8.5 pounds, but still pretty big. I'm just using a butter knife because this is so moist. I can just take pieces off with a butter knife, no problem. Well, this is just for taste testing, but just give you a close-up there of the ham slice pieces, and I'm gonna adjust the camera and we'll do the taste test. Alright, so taste test time with the ham slices and the ham glaze. I'm just gonna use the fork to just separate a piece there. Alright, this looks pretty good and smells good. One more. I tell you, the ham is just so moist and juicy, and the glaze gives a nice touch. So if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and good eating.